محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن.
Dear brothers, respected sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi ala ni'matil Islam, alhamdulillahi ala ni'matil Islam, alhamdulillahi ala ni'matil Islam wa kafa biha ni'mah. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the ni'mah, for the blessing of giving us Islam. And along with that, we understand that having Islam and being a Muslim, وَكَفَى بِهَا نِعْمَةً, it itself is enough for us. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us even more than that. Not only did He make us Muslims, but He made us amongst the ummah of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. MashaAllah, Masjid Noor-UL-Haram, the community that you have, will shortly be entering the days of Ramadan. And all of you, including myself, we are not guests to this masjid. And I say that for myself as well. We are not guests to this masjid. This is our masjid. Right? And people will come in the month of Ramadan, just like they're coming today. What happens on Friday, it gets really busy here. You'll see cars parking, the masjid will get full with mashallah people, the sisters will come, but on the day of Ramadan, they come for iftar. They stay for tarawih, and if there's a dars afterwards, they stay for the dars. And they join in all that stuff. It's a beautiful thing that happens. MashaAllah, you see each other, you meet with each other, you greet with each other, all that is very beautiful. But along with that, another thing that comes with it is that when people come to the masjid will be used more. If there's no one living in the house, and the house is clean, nothing to worry about. But the second the family comes in, and then you have guests come in, and then you have your uncles and your aunts, and everyone comes in, what happens to that house? It becomes a mess. So just like that, when we enter the masjid in the month of Ramadan, everyone will come at the time of iftar. At that time, some people will stand and help others and be host. Majority become guests. So we are not guests, we are hosts of this masjid. We have to come together and not only set up the iftar place, or not only clean the restroom area for ourselves, but if someone else makes a mess there, if someone else does not clean up after them, this is indeed putting difficulty on another Muslim brother or Muslim sister. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْذُونَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ. The one who brings adiyah, the one who brings trouble or makes it difficult for the believing men and the believing women, for no reason, بِغَيْرِ مَا اكْتَسَبُوا فَقَدْ احْتَمَلُوا بُهْتَانًا وَإِثْمًا مُبِينًا. So Allah ta'ala has a torment waiting for them. But if you are that person who goes and sees that for instance, the restroom isn't clean, but when you go there and you look at it and you just say, no, I don't want to use this one, and I go to the next one, that's one way to approach it. The other way is you don't want to do it, but you see there's a mess, and at that time, you don't want to do it, but you turn to Allah Ta'ala and you say, Ya Allah, I don't want to do this, but be a witness that I'm only doing this for you. And then you clean it up afterwards. And the next person that comes to use it, he won't have to go through the فَقَدْ احْتَمَلُوا بُهْتَانًا وَإِثْمًا مُبِينًا, because you saved the person before that, the one who caused it, by cleaning it up. And this is actually what Islam is. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنِ اتَّقَى. So it's not just turning your head to the west and the east. This is not true piety. True piety is حقوق العباد, is to find yourself in helping others. If you want to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, salah is mandatory, fasting is mandatory, zakah is mandatory, but the fastest and quickest way to come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is through people. That is the quickest way you will get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Huququllah, divine rights, huququl ibad, and the rights of the creation. Divine rights, if you make a mistake in your prayer, if you make a mistake in your sunan, inshallah, the hope is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive us. That is the hope. We did our part, inshallah, Allah ta'ala will look over our mistakes. But if I brought pain to a brother or pain to a sister, the only one that can forgive me on the day of judgment is that brother and that sister. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not say, I forgive you, because this person was brought pain from me, so he or she has to forgive me. Often what we do is, we engage ourselves with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not with the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at Nabi sallallahu ta'ala sallam. Look at the Ahl Bayt al-Athhar. In their whole lives, they did for people. Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu and Sayyidina Bi Fatima al-Zahra salamullahi alayha, when they had nothing to eat and they had a single date, someone came to their door and said, do you have something to give me? I'm very hungry. And what they were supposed to break their fast with, they gave that. That is basically giving everything. They gave that. And then, again, they had nothing, so they fasted. And the next day, a man came, do you have something for me to eat? So what they had, they gave that again. And again, the questioner comes, he goes, do you have something for me? And what they had, they gave again. وَيُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ مِسْكِينًا وَيَتِيمًا وَأَسِيرًا. So they are the prime examples. They give everything for Allah and His Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. It is sad, it's even difficult for us to give a smile. Smiling is charity. Even on the way here, I put some fragrance on myself. But what is that? If I smell myself now, I probably can't smell it. Because my nose got used to it, right? I can't smell it anymore. Because I'm wearing it. But why is this sadaqah? Because if I go meet Sheikh Uthman, for example, he will smell it and he will be pleased. So I'm making Sheikh Uthman happy, so that is sadaqah. So it's not that I'm becoming happy with it, it's how you feel afterwards. That is how you get close to Allah Ta'ala. You put it on, not for yourself. You put it on so the brother that stands next to you, or the brother that meets you, he is pleased. If you start doing things like this, then you're getting close to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. This is the way to come close to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. If you cannot bring anything iftar, give someone water. Feed them water. Do whatever little you can. And believe me, even if you get the biggest mansion, palace in Jannah, you will not get this. You will not get this. To be told, move out of my way, to be told, give you water, to all these things, people are pushing you, people are belittling you, all that stuff will only happen in dunya. You will beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if you beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will not get there in Jannah. So in this dunya, people get to say things to you. You get run over, people cut you off, and you let them go, you let them go, you let them go. This is what's been given to you in this dunya. Even in the akhirah, that won't be given to you. So do whatever you can in this body and get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So to find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is through people. That is the quickest way you come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this deen isn't a deen of logic. We were discussing this last night. It isn't a deen of logic. You cannot understand and comprehend this deen. You cannot. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was doing tayammum. So when you do tayammum, let me ask you this. If I walk outside right now, without my socks, without my shoes, which part of my feet would get dirty? The top or the bottom? The bottom. The bottom of my feet, they would get dirty. So Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, when he was doing tayammum, he touched the top of the foot. And then it hit himself. He goes, it makes no sense, absolutely, that I touch the top of my feet when the bottom is dirty. And then he said, I understand from this that this deen has to do with the heart and not the mind. The second you bring your mind in and you expect things and you want things to make sense, you're giving yourself to the shaitan. You're letting him work with you. But when you do it from your heart, and don't expect anything from anyone, you do it from your heart, leave it. Allah Ta'ala, I did it for you, I left it for you, that's it. And then don't hold on to that either. Let me see if he says something in return. Let me see what happens. No, you did it for Allah Ta'ala, and that's it. That's how you have to start living in this dunya. Like Sayyidina Ali Ta'ala said, live in this dunya. Sure, go ahead and live in this dunya, but don't let the dunya live inside you. So you have to do your daily routines. You do them. You deal with your family, you deal with your co-workers, you deal with your classmates, everything is fine. But as long as you're just living in the dunya, it is okay. But the second the dunya comes inside you, it is just like how Murshid Waqar Faz has mentioned. He says that if there's a boat on the lake, there's no harm. It can travel all the way from Canada until New Zealand. No problem. But the second the water comes inside the boat goes down. The second the water enters the boat, it's over. So it's okay to do everything that you need to do in this dunya. But the second the dunya takes life inside you, then not only you're going down, but the ummah is being affected by this. Because we are always thinking about the reason why we do things, the reason why we help people, everything is to do with our own selves. We have to let it go. We do it for Allah Ta'ala's raza. We do it because Nabi Sallallahu taught us that. We do it because Ahl Bayt Athhar lived their life this way. And then you see, the second you start doing that, people will come to you. And that should not be the motive either. But then they start coming to you and start understanding me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who do our actions only to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us live in this dunya, but let not the dunya take a place inside us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept what I have said today. If I have said something wrong, it is because of me and my lack of knowledge. If I have said something that is right, it is because of my Shaykh. سيد
الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم.